Why do you have to pay 2,500 to come teach in Vietnam? In fact, is it worth it to pay 2,500 USD to come and teach in Vietnam? In fact, paying all that money to a connection man to apply for you to come to Vietnam, is it worth it? Does it make that sense? Is it logical, or what do you think? So guys, let's figure it out. But before then, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that subscription button. I have a lot of educative videos that are detailing how to travel to Vietnam and other countries to work. So guys, I had a friend who has been in Vietnam for just 1 month. He contacted me and shared his problem with me. Now the problem was that he had to pay a connection man $2,500 before coming to Vietnam. He doesn't regret paying $2,500 to the connection man, but then my interaction revealed that all that the connection man did was just to apply for a school for him. Now, before I move on, let's listen to the audio of my friend. So let's listen to the audio of my friend narrating how the story went.
Yeah, okay, that's it. What type? Documents, first of all, my mommy. Me buy no, pass a 1 week time, no. And I'm processing the banner, me sign contract, no. If I may sign I'm bonus, but not any other option. I mean, be also meaning me who be also has it. I have no other option than to sign it for them. Then I'm sign it. You might have made many engine because I was promised 1,000.
So I'll explain since the video is in a local language. So he said that, I mean, he was very uncomfortable signing the contract when he got to Vietnam because all that he knew was that he was going to be paid $1,000. But when he got here, he saw that he was going to be paid $800. And so even though he signed the contract because he was already in Vietnam, he was not very happy. Now let's go on.
I'm now giving 800 and I'm rating the cross here 23,000 VND. 23,000 VND no more say $1. If you multiply right now and show them $2 and the papa bet I can say a cat across it now. Me fan is but I say maybe I'm a friend and say ya TV na a year jumano. But in my mind cross in car in a better mansa can make him.
He's saying that the rate for the dollar is 23,000 VND, which is not close to $1, but it's cut across, so he's going to take it like that. And that he decided that after 3 months he was going to look for another job elsewhere and quit this job.
I meet him make a son nanga. Why is he baby for 4? I do have fire. Me and I'm specialized in mathematics. I have degree in mathematics. I have it. Or connection man or you know, or English na near there maybe do answer maybe. But we are going to mathematics. But we show video be. Now we can say we are maths and science here. And advantage more. And I'm a contact.
Okay, so he says that his specialization is with mathematics, and he wanted to come and teach mathematics. And so he watched one of my videos saying that you have an advantage if you did mathematics. But the problem is that if you want to teach mathematics in Vietnam, you need to get to teach in an international school. An international school, or yes, international school. I mean, those big schools. But then if you talk of the public schools, language barrier is a very big problem, and so you can teach mathematics. Even those of us who teach English, we don't teach grammar and other stuff that that expect you to explain in detail. You know, that's why we even have TAs who sometimes explain some of the things that we teach for us. So that is what he's saying.
Agent no, said yeah, okay, because said you charge me and I'm here, and I do manage why and how do my baby do as and you know. How could I make sure that any problem or no? But maybe yes, 1,000 and imagine I'm be 200 no, 800 no. I say I'm a boo human, you know. But agents need any issue. I'm still fine with him. Yeah, maybe 2 grand or some tussle case be crown or Bob one can be so. Some like new baby. You want to call him into me? I'm very fine. But just that,
he's saying that he is okay with how much the agent took because he feels the agent really helped him. I mean, with other issues and several issues, and so that is he's okay. He's still fine with the agent, but it's the monetary issues that is the problem too. So the response I gave to him was that it's okay, the money is okay if he's fine with the agent. But what he doesn't know is that all that the agent did was, the cost was around $500. So the agent got to keep $2,000. He's been in Vietnam for just 1 month, and he's not happy at his place of work. Why? Because he was promised 1,000 USD a month. I mean, that was what the connection man, relayed to him, that he was going to be paid 1,000 USD every month for teaching in his center. He got to Vietnam and realized that he will be paid $800 USD every month, and the guy is now thinking of quitting, leaving the teaching job. So he spoke to me and I had to give him some advice, but I asked him some questions which made me to do this video. So I asked him, how much did the connection man promise you that the school was going to give to you? He said he wasn't so sure that he was going to be given $1,000 because the connection man sent him a number of teaching opportunities in different schools, some $900, some $800, but he had wanted $1,000. That was the least he could go. He accepted this offer thinking it was 1,000 USD, but he got here and the school told him that the agreed salary was $800, not $1,000. And the guy is pissed off. He's not very happy. So I asked him, how much did you pay to the connection man? And are you okay with that? He said, yes, he is okay paying $2,500 to the connection man. So I asked him, what did the connection man do for you that you paid him $2,500? So in his estimation, the connection man, 1, looked for schools for him. 2, the connection man did his legalization, that is his country legalization and Vietnam embassy legalization. And again, the man did his visa for him and also did TLC and work permit. So I had to take time to explain things to him. So I told him that, now look, if you pay the connection man $2,500, what it means is that your country legalization should be around $50, yes, at most. And the Vietnam embassy legalization, even if you are in Ghana, you are supposed to do it in Nigeria, that should take around $400. So in all, it's around $450, less than $500. That is all that the connection man needs to do. And in addition, all he needs to do is to sit behind his computer and then look for schools, apply for schools with your certificate that you gave to him. So once he gives you a teaching opportunity, it means that the school, he has contacted a lot of schools. Now schools are replying to him that, okay, they want to work with him. So he asked him, what of the TLC and what of the visa? So I asked him, how did you get your visa? He said, yes, he sent me an invitation letter. So all the connection man had to do was to just apply to the schools, and once the schools agreed to work with you and then interview you and they were comfortable with you, they give you their offer. Then you send them your passport biodata. Based on that, they apply to the immigration. The immigration, offers or gives out the invitation letter. The connection man sends it to you. You book your flight ticket and then you come to Vietnam and you are sorted. The same school is going to do your TLC and your work permit for you. This is because another company or a different company cannot do your TLC and work permit whilst you work with another company or TLC. It is illegal. So the school is supposed to do it. So all that the connection man really did was to apply for schools for you. And once he got a school, and the school will also send him the invitation letter. So technically, the connection man spent $500 on everything that he did for you, because his flight ticket was exclusive, was excluded. His flight ticket was, he had to book his own flight or pay for his flight ticket. What that means is that the connection man actually benefited $2,000, 2,000 United States dollars. That was the benefit of the connection man for looking for schools and applying for him. Now, as for him, I told him that, look, my friend, a school that is paying you $800 as a first timer, I think is worth it. I think it's good. I think it's not bad. It's not bad because it's your first time. You even lack experience. You don't have a lot of experience to teach. And The fact is that teaching in Vietnam is very different from every other country that I know. Maybe it seems like China, but it's really very different from every country that I know. And so if you come to Vietnam, you need to take time to learn the modus operandi of teaching, how we teach in Vietnam. In fact, most of the things here are different from other institutions and other places. And how we teach, we play using games, using activities, using a whole lot of technologies which you have to learn over time. So you can't just enter Vietnam and within 1 month you are good. I mean, you are the best teacher. It's not possible. You have to get into the system, learn from YouTube how to teach some of these lessons, because obviously most of these lessons are on YouTube. You can, my channel has most of them and other channels. Learn, and then when you come, now you need to put it into practice. Sometimes it will be redirected back to you. Then you need to figure out the appropriate way to do it. Sometimes it will go along with the case. One activity will not go along with the case you are teaching. Another activity, you have to restructure it different ways before you will finally find a more suitable approach to teaching your case. That is when you tell yourself that, yes, I am a very good teacher in Vietnam. I am worth $1,000 or $1,200 or $1,500. Apart from that, if you don't have these techniques, you can get hired to a school in Vietnam to teach. 1 month, after 1 month, they will just lay you off. They will tell you, students are not happy. Students are not happy with teacher. Because in Vietnam, it's not enough just teaching, just going to class and teaching, talking, like it's done elsewhere. No. You need to find a way to make your lessons attractive, interesting to the kids. You need to find a way to make the kids love what you are teaching. You need to find a way to make the kids want to tell their parents every other time that they want to come to school. And they're not coming to school to learn. In fact, they actually come to play. That's what they think. And that is the approach you need to figure out to be able to input learning into activities and games to make kids love it. And that is how it works in Vietnam. And so, if you are a first timer coming from wherever country, and especially coming from Europe, or let's say if you are non-native, let me put it that way. If you are non-native and the school decides to sign you off right from your country without experience, and you come and they are paying you 800, I think it's not a bad deal. With time, you improve and you can get 1,000, 1,200, 1,500, 2,000, and then it goes on and on. So I told the guy it's good. But the problem you are saying is not a problem. So I want us to listen to the audio. So the problem I told the guy is that the problem is the connection man. If the connection man had not taken your $2,500, trust you in me, $800 was going to be good for you every month. And 800 is just the basic salary. If you do overtime, you pay extra overtime. If you do extra classes, you'll be paid extra classes. You go to other centers with your other time and teach. That means at the end of the month, you make more money. I have a video, detailing how my teachers are paid. You can check out that video. It tells extensive, native, non-native, Europeans, what kind of teachers, how much they are paid. So that was what I told this guy. Then I asked this guy, so when the teacher, or when the connection man was sending the school, did you see the school? He said, yes. Where was he applying for? He said he was looking for schools on Facebook. So I told him, why didn't you do it yourself? You could have done it. It is so simple. It's a bit difficult, but so simple. Look, over the vacation, I made videos detailing our schools that are hiring. People who took the opportunity and did the right things got recruited. At least I know about 5 people who are now here because of me, or who followed my video and are now in Vietnam. So, if you know the connection man is applying, why don't you do the application yourself and save yourself that $2,000 that you've given to the connection man for free, for just applying for schools for you? So guys, I won't make the video very short. What I'm saying is that to teach in Vietnam, there is no need paying any money. There is no need paying any money. Just look for schools and apply. If you don't come, hello. If you don't come the right way, you are going to have a lot of issues. Now, recently, the immigration have been on the neck of a lot of Africans, a lot of Europeans who don't have the right documentation or who came in with a ghost company. Now, they figure out these companies and they are chasing these people all over. I bet you don't want to be in this soup, because some of us were in this soup and we had to get a way out. And some people are now figuring a way out, and there's a whole lot of problem. So guys, if you want to come to Vietnam, do it the right way. Get your document legalized, get all your certifications, watch my videos, apply to schools, and get recruited, and that's all.